well, here we go. What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns, baby! We are here! Let's get it! Wood duck houses today. We got 35 to put in, special permits, out here with the boys, doing our best to conserve some. Let's go. Crew for the day, from left to right, is Mark, Matt, organizer Ryan, Emma, and Ray. Ryan's a friend of the show, everybody knows that. The man's a longtime friend of mine. To give this episode a little more context, I interviewed the dude. Alright, Ryan, thanks for including me in all your stuff that you do out here.
Absolutely. Glad to have you.
I'd love to hear about your family and their connection to the White River Marsh.
Well, the original homestead back in the 1850s was over on the Big Island, so between here and Berlin on the other side of the river. My great-grandparents homesteaded just up the road here, tagging along in the skiff, trapping muskrats at 2 years old. Grew from there, going along duck hunting, deer hunting, and it's just grown into a lifelong obsession. So the roots run deep. There is no doubt on earth that Ryan's serious about ducks. I'm just lucky to be the dude that he calls to help out with these projects. He's the one going around on his free time, putting in the networking, going for the positions, making the contacts. Yeah, so a couple years ago, Wisconsin Waterfowl Association was recruiting members for a new habitat committee or habitat board to streamline the process of them approving and taking on more wetland restoration projects. Since I've started with them, we've started moving in the direction of partnering with the Department of Natural Resources and starting to help them restoring some projects on public land. Getting into the politics of all this is insane to me with how things are these days. You gotta be a saint to try to do something like that. I think, waterfowling is one of those few sports where the majority of people, at least some of the time, will use public land or exclusively public land. It's not like my man didn't have any experience with wood duck houses. I think I started with 4. One of them was real close by to the house where I could monitor it more closely, and I cleaned it out after the hen used it, and actually it hatched out 3 broods of ducklings that year. 3 different hens hatched out clutches in that box. So that led me to believe that, suitable nesting was the low hole in the bucket, so to speak, where, that was a limiting factor in the population around here. I mean, it's always been a good wood duck producing area, but the habitat, I think, can produce more, and if we can provide more good nesting sites, I think this can really be a wood duck factory. So even with the help of Mark's awesome boat, the rock solid crew you see all through this thing, there was still some other entities that needed to get in on a project this big. Absolutely. It's Wisconsin Waterfowl Association donated the kit. American Fencing Company donated the metal posts to hold the boxes up, so they came in big with that too, because that would have been a big cost for me to take on myself. Did you catch that? Did you just see what just happened back there? This is a dude that actually considered going out and spending the money to work on this project himself, taking his own resources and dedicating them to public land. Encourage people to support their local chapters of Wisconsin Waterfowl Association, Ducks Unlimited. And even if you are a bird watcher, go buy a duck stamp, because all that money from duck stamps funds wetlands conservation. So even if you're not a hunter, buying duck stamps funds conservation. If I don't do anything, there's still quite a few wood ducks in the area, but with a little bit of sweat equity, a little bit of elbow grease, there can be a lot more. I want to see 1 million ducks. I want to see 2 million ducks. I want to see large flocks of ducks. Hunters are conservationists, and our dollars and our efforts and our labor makes this stuff go. I'd be lying if I said that we weren't earning it once in a while out there.
He's like, no, I'm gonna go in there.
This he fell in.
What?
You can pull him back up. Stand down.
I might shorten up a bit.
I'll bring my shoes.
That can
my
be edited
glasses,
out.
So I'll have them.
Or
That
not.
happens, eh?
That might be a good learning moment for all of us on YouTube.
You gotta finesse that.
Push hard, but not so hard.
Yeah.
If you're breaking through, you're pushing too hard.
Woo.
Call them beefy little guns.
Beefy, super scared.
Crazy. Well, that's no good.
One more and then you have to pass it on.
Pass the sticks, bro. Cripes.
Thanks, bro.
How's that working out, Matt?
I don't know. I have to get pretty high to spike it. I bet you would, Buck. You know what green?
Through. After a while, things started coming together. We ended up throwing in 31 boxes.
Force it in there. There it is.
Yeah, the sticks threat worked.
Had to threaten. Where'd that pipe wrench go?
Where did that other,
Here, do it.
right here. I'm gonna do this fricker here quick too.
Get it. Nailed it?
Okay. Yeah, buddy.
Well done.
Whew. Yeah, I must have.
Read them more.
I'm not letting the screw do its own work.
Yeah.
I'm like jamming it in there too hard and like
Never
with
jam it.
way too much torque. Get after it. Get some conservation done today. We earned it a little bit. Definitely didn't have a process down until, 2/3 of the way through it. Isn't that how it always goes? Doesn't matter. Beautiful day to be out. Awesome to be doing something to give back. Doing something like this every year. Hundreds and thousands of more ducks every year making their way down. Just from your one day of effort. So, it's Ryan and I out here today. We're checking out wood duck houses. All the footage you saw of us putting up the boxes was like 5 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
Something
about a
like
month
that.
ago, yeah.
I came today back up to Ryan's neck of the woods. We wanted to plant some trees, so we planted some oak trees. Now we're out checking boxes.
Hunters are conservationists.
Hunters are conservationists, and you know what? We aren't going to go and make the full tour today. That's one of the new boxes that we just looked at there. That's one of the new boxes. They're getting hit instantly. So you're going to have a lot of extra woodies this year. That's exactly what we were going after.
Just checking these fresh boxes. This is what we're after. This is a wood duck egg.
With that little bit more of the tan cover
And
to
this
it.
larger white one is a hooded merganser egg. They'll nest in each other's boxes, called nest parasitism. And they'll actually, a hen wood duck will raise merganser ducklings. And a hen hooded merganser will raise wood ducklings. And you see there's a pretty good mix in there of all of them.
So that's the Skinny on the Wood Duck project. From me personally, I would encourage you to reach out to the Wisconsin Waterfowl Association. Get a hold of Ryan. You got your favorite chunk of public, make it more productive. You can do these kind of projects too. It's fun, it's rewarding. Get a crew together as some of your best mates. Have a big day with them. It's fun. Get after it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a chance to see some of the wood ducks we helped create. Super proud of all the effort. Thanks to Ryan. Thanks to the companies that helped out. Rockstar Crew. Doing it. Stay after it, y'all. We out here. And I'll catch you on the next one.